As you may be aware, Israel has done more than any other country in launching its vaccination program. According to a recent report, following a series of lockdowns and vaccinations, Israel will be able to fully return to normal in just 2 months. The report noted that Israel is the country with the highest worldwide vaccination rate. Data projects that the Jewish state will experience 75% coverage in only 2 months. The data shows that America will reach that target in the beginning of 2022. Data also estimates that the world as a whole will take 7 years if it continues at the current rate. Apparently, most Israelis have been very keen to take up the vaccine offer in order to escape the lockdown. Also, Israel has leading the way in plans for green passes to those vaccinated, what we've already been talking about, for entrance into public areas. Israel's health ministry is advancing a bill to prevent employees from going to work in certain jobs unless they've been vaccinated. Now, moderate and secular Israelis are annoyed with the ultra-Orthodox Jews who've not been cooperating with the lockdowns and the vaccination programs. They've been seen as hindering the progress towards the end of the lockdown and responsible for keeping the crisis going by spreading the virus. And there is a plan to issue some kind of passes with venues which will include houses of worship, cultural events, gyms, hotels and swimming pools. To enter, those eligible will be required to present a valid ID and a so-called green pass, vaccination certificate or official document stating that they have the virus and recovered as relevant. Major industries in Israel are saying they want to see evidence of vaccination in employees before allowing them to return to work. So Israel is actually leading the way in what we've just been talking about, the green passes and the vaccination program, and connecting the vaccination program to opening up the society and effectively bringing in some kind of control over people through these passes. Not everyone's very happy about it. In fact, a lot of people are very unhappy about it, saying it's not a green pass but a black hole. That's a man called Professor Asher. He said the green passport reflects a paternalistic, archaic policy that is inconsistent with democratic and civic principles in an enlightened state. Society in Israel is divided enough, torn by many years of political struggles. The coronavirus crisis is another social upheaval that threatens our integrity as one society, and the green passport is an abyss which will deepen the rift in Israeli society. Nevertheless, the Knesset has approved a final vote allowing this to go through, and also, even more disturbingly, allowing personal details to be disclosed of Israelis who have not been vaccinated. So Israel is actually moving down the road which we talked about earlier, faster than any other nation on the earth. It also applies to visitors to Israel, so if you want to go on a trip to Israel, you're going to need to show that you've been vaccinated and get a green passport. Now, a lot of Israelis are worried about this. There have even been reports of people going house to house to check whether you've been vaccinated. And the non-vaccinated have been accused of prolonging the danger and bringing potential of more lockdown. I've said there's a lot of hostility towards the ultra-Orthodox who are not playing the game. This could be the shape of things to come, not just in Israel, but all over the world.